Hello, 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 beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Yogesh Dhruv, and I'm a mindfulness coach. Um, welcome again. Welcome to the channel. I wanted to just remind you that if you like my videos, and if you like, then you can subscribe to my channel. And also, you can send me the comments and feedback by going under the title. There is a description where there is a website link, so that you can also go to that link and you know send all your comments and feedback. So please, if you like it, please remember to subscribe the channel, and then you can get more videos, and all my latest content will be uh, in your subscribers list. Okay, so let's start with the today's topic. So today's topic is keys to rejuvenating the body, mind, and spirit. So the topic is quite interesting, and it is really enlightening, that how or what are the keys, what are the, like, very um, important and critical keys to rejuvenating the body. So that is your body, your mind, and the spirit. So okay, so let's deep dive into this, and I will tell you about myself. So I have been a business owner uh, after my graduation in, you know, I'm a mechanical engineer. I studied in India, and after my graduation, I did some trainee engineer. I worked in a couple of different companies as a trainee engineer. So I did that for a couple of years, and then I joined my family business. So then started it, and that business is growing. Even, like, now it's a multi-generational business with more than 50 plus years, so half a century, because it started by my father, and then like second generation, so myself and my brother joined, and now we have third generation, so my daughter, my nephew, and everybody is in that same business. So it's a multi-generational business. So yeah, so that I was traveling, and I had been, a lot of stress in my system, my health and well-being, and I looked at a lot of different programs, and a lot of different ways to overcome all this kind of challenges and struggles with my body, mind, and spirit. All the three were in disorder. They were not functioning well. So there were always, kind of a lot of struggles and stress and overwhelmed, anxiety, worries, whatever, it was all there. And so uh, I found out, after so many years of going into different seminars and different, programs, and, working through different gurus and mentors and coaches, I developed a system which is, working for me, and I think it is working for so many other people, because this is what I've been practicing. So I would say, briefly, because it will take, it has been developed over the years, so it takes a lot of time, a lot of understanding. But in today's topic, I can just give you briefly, and pack it in as a short as possible. So number one, I would say, is uh, intermittent fasting. That is key number one. So what I mean is that, you have some fasting in the morning. So you don't start, you know, right away whenever you get up at like 6 or 7 in the morning, 8 o'clock, whatever time. You don't start with heavy breakfast, coffee and tea and all this kind of, food, cooked food. What I say is, that's not intermittent fasting. So just to give you that idea that, yeah, you need to have some fasting in the morning. So that is key number one. Now there are the whole, the purpose, and what are the, like, you know the benefits and everything. But I will just give you the first, the keys, and then go a little bit into the other items. So so that is number one. Then number two is green juice. So when I say green juice, it is all the leafy vegetables are pressed into the juicer, and you get the green color juice out of those. So you extract. So it is like a, either like a slow masticating juicer. That is the one which I use, because it gives you the most nutrients from the, and extracts the most, you know minerals and from the vegetables. So you get the pure, very healthy, live, juice, which really acts in your body with all the healthy benefits there. So you can look at my another videos where I have given you more details about the green juice. But that's the second thing. Um, so I use these techniques. It has been, I'm practicing for more than 10 plus years, these techniques, like intermittent fasting, and then green juice. And then the is third thing, for your, so this is for your body, cleaning the body, cleaning your systems, cleaning your digestive system and all that. So very important one, right? So that's, these two things are for body. Now, regarding the mind and spirit, that is where I do is all these breathing techniques. So again, that's very, very important one, because that is, so it is also in our Indian language, it is called pranayama. So pranayama means it is a life force, the life force, which is called prana, is a life force. And so this is vital life force. So when I say that, so in our, you know yogic practice, which originates from India, which focuses on controlled and conscious breathing techniques. So this life force, through breath, you are trying to control and directing all that breath to different parts of your body. So just to explain more detail, that this breathing exercise means what, you are taking. So let me ask you one question. This is very interesting. Probably why do this, breathing exercises. So one thing I would say is, how much, how many days. So let me ask you this first question: how many days one, like, average person can live without eating food? So like any solid food, you know I have seen that there are people, you know you can do, like, without the foods of, like, fasting. Complete fasting is for few days, or like 3 days, 5 days. I have seen, like I have done it for 7 days. And there are, in our Asian culture, there are people who does this for like even 15 days, or 1 month, 30 days. They can live, stay healthy without eating any food, only on water. So they'll just take like plain water, that's all. No food, no fruits, no vegetables, nothing, just the water. Only on plain water you can stay up to like 30 days. But definitely I would say 1 or 2 days is possible for most of the people. So that is question number one. Now, number two, how many days can you live without water? Again, if you don't drink water, so even a single drop of water, how many days? Probably it will be like, it won't be 30 days, but it will be like definitely, maybe 1 or 2 or 3, or maybe, couple of, maybe a week you can stay without water. But yeah, without water, it is difficult, right? You can't live that way for more than a probably couple of days or a week. Now, the third and most critical question is how many days, or I would say how many hours, or how many minutes can you live without your air, without the oxygen in your system? So say if you do not breathe, if you do not take any air, any kind of oxygen, in your system, if you close your nose, close your mouth, how many minutes can you can you be alive? Can you survive? So I would say that mostly maybe a couple of minutes, maybe not even that. So I'm trying to explain you that breathing is so important, is so critical in survival of our human being, that you cannot, like without the food you can survive for 30 days probably, I mean couple of weeks, maybe up to 30 days or so. Without water probably couple of days. But without this breathing, without your oxygen, without your air, it's just few minutes, right? So how important is this breathing for your survival, for your living? It's very, very highly critical. And now the question is, how much time do we give in our routine life to practice and direct this breath to all the parts of the body? So, see, this breathing exercise is nothing but you are giving that oxygen, that prana, that vital life force to all the parts of your body. So, you are really, rejuvenating. You are giving that, vital force, life force to all the organs of the body. So like your mind, your eyes, all your like head, neck, shoulders, your lungs. Lungs are definitely most important. So you are directing them, to the lungs, to the lower part of the body, to your feet, to your um, toes, everywhere, legs, everywhere. So see, when you are sending that oxygen, that fresh air with all that life force through the breathing to all these different parts of the body, your body gets rejuvenated. All the cells, there are trillions of cells in the body, billions and billions of cells. And there are like 40 million cells are every day, are dying. And then there are probably, multi-million cells are produced and, reproduced. So when you do this breathing exercise, the whole body gets that new cells. All the new cells are born, all the healthier cells are born, and all the toxins and all that non like dead cells are going out. Now, this process is very important, and that if you can do it every day, make it like a practice in your day-to-day routine of doing this practice of breathing exercise. It is so wonderful. Your body is so much charged, it is energized, and you will be so much uh, flowing with energy and flowing with vitality, and very vibrant. So that's another technique is to practice this breathing exercise. So breath is it's a mind and body connection through the breath. So it is all about that physical breath is a connection between mind, body, and mind and spirit. So it will harmonize and balance these aspects for holistic well-being. So breath is seen as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, or a subconscious mind. So through conscious manipulation of the breath, practitioners can influence mental states and energy levels. So there are various techniques, I mean, are available in this, but then I concentrate, or I focuses on very, uh, very important ones, which I've learned through my gurus. So I practice those, and then I teach them, coach them, and I have seen the results in my own self. Because just to give you an example, that when I do this practice, I find that all the cells in my body is energized. And I mean, you are, like, you don't have to really go into any kind of illness or sickness, because your immune system is so strong that you have that power, or your immunity is so strong that you can fight with any kind of viruses or bacterias and all those kind of illnesses. So this is a very, very powerful technique, and we can teach you, I can coach you, and you can learn this and practice it and see the result for yourself. So that's key number two. And the third key is definitely the most important one, is mindfulness. So when I say mindfulness, mindfulness is like being aware, paying attention. So being awareness means what? You just have to pay attention to every small detail of your life. So it's all about your thoughts, it's all about your feelings. What are you feeling in the body? If you're, if you, and I told you, there are like 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day. Normal average human being, they go through 60,000, 70,000, 65,000 thoughts every day in 24 hours. Imagine how many per hour. thousands of them. So then there are feelings. So in the body, thoughts will give you feelings, and those feelings are, you know, sometimes, with fear, with anxiety, stress, anger, sadness. And then there are feelings of joy, or, love, peace, of abundance, freedom, gratitude. These are all, blissful. These are all different types of feelings, and it is what you can control is what kind of feelings you are getting, what kind of thoughts you are getting. So how to go from this lower vibrations or lower feelings, to the elevated or empowering feelings. And that is where, we have to be very mindful and learn the technique of this mindfulness, which I call as a being into silence. So it is the practice of science of non-doing. So I have learned from all these gurus in my life, where I learned that how to be in silence. And this is the greatest secret in the world, in the spiritual world, is to be in silence, to be in that silence. And when I say silence, means it is not just closing your eyes, but you are closing your eyes, you are also closing, like, ears, your mouth, and then all the thoughts and feelings. So you are trying to be silent and very attentive to all those, environment, awareness, and paying attention to all the being. So it is about not doing. You see, we are always caught up in doing, right? This conscious mind is in doing mode. It always wants to do something, from one activity to another activity to another activity. The analytical mind is, that conscious mind is always active, and they have to do some activity. However, this subconscious mind is, which is like, more than 95% of your total mind. 5% is the conscious mind, and 90 to 95% is the subconscious mind. So this subconscious mind is really running our systems. All the systems are run by this subconscious mind, digestive system, regulatory, respiratory system, or, cardiovascular system, nervous system. All that is run automatic, on autopilot, by our subconscious mind. And this subconscious mind is really very, very powerful. And we are not, really going into that subconscious level and paying attention there. So that is where this mindfulness practice is very, very important. And the moment we go into that area of silence and observe and do this practice, you you know you're you are in that non-doing. You are not, you are in that subconscious level, where you go from different brain waves. So from beta waves to alpha, and alpha to theta. So these are all different brain wave patterns. As you go from this high frequency to lower frequency to lower frequency, then your awareness is higher, and that gives you so much of a peace, inner joy, that love, that gratitude feel. All that comes from within. There is, you don't require, something outside world to happen to get these kind of, feelings, and this kind of joy, that inner peace. All that comes from within you doing this practice, and you will see the result. And you can manifest anything in your life, and you will see the miracles and magical things happen in your life. And I have seen it. My many of my clients, they have seen these results. So just to give you an example, like one of my client, who uh, happens, who was like, having, all kinds of fears and resistance, and, had a lot of issues with the relationships with their family and, other people in their life. And once they start this practice, man, within like 4 or 5 weeks, or even less, 3 weeks, doing this practice changed completely, the whole life, that it is like a game changer for the person, completely having a very beautiful relationship, has like so much of freedom, so much of, joy and inner peace in their life, that he can't, like he can't express fully in words. So it is such a beautiful experience, and he's so changed the whole thing. He was empty inside, even if he had so much of money and good position in the corporate world and everything, but he was empty inside. And so he found that real joy, real peace, real happiness in his life. So this is a great tool or a technique I practice myself, and I've learned, and I have like experienced it myself. And I would say, anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So these are the key things which I would like to share with you today. And I would like to offer that I am a mindfulness coach. My name is Yogesh Dhruv. And if anybody, I would like to offer, if anybody wants to uh, have a free consultation call, you can book on my website, a, and a free consultation or a discovery call, where we can, you know, openly talk, get connected, and see if there is anything I can serve you for. So, again, thank you for watching and this video, and hope you like it. And then please subscribe to my channel, and then you can get all my latest videos to you right away. Okay, thank you very much, and hope you have a great day.